Hi, welcome to Media Bite. Are you interested in film? Are you looking to see some movies this month? I am too, trust me. I'm almost to 200 movies watched on Letterboxd this year, so I gotta catch up on some films. If you want to know some cool movies to see this month, you have come to the right place. If you want to, you can follow us on Threads, Instagram it's at Media Bite Company, and TikTok is at Media Bite Co. And with that, let's get started. As someone whose fandom for the Alien franchise doesn't necessarily stretch past the first two, in fact, I don't think I've ever actually seen an Alien movie other than the first two, this is probably the first Alien movie I have seen advertisements for that make me want to see it as fast as I possibly could. But to be fair, I wasn't necessarily old enough to go see other two Alien films in theaters when they came out. I think it's because this movie is directed by Fede Alvarez, I hope I pronounced that correctly, who directed the remake of The Evil Dead, which I think really elevates the original to a whole different level. So I'm very interested to see what this movie does and how it takes the story of the original Alien and makes it its own thing. Just for clarification, it is not a remake, it is a completely different thing, but I just want to see how they take kind of the ideas from Alien and Aliens and just kind of what they do with it. I think it's also just appears to be very beautifully shot, and it's one of those stories that kind of makes you scared about, being out in space, and just that whole idea really freaks me out personally. The idea of being out in space stuck scares the crap out of me, so it's not something I love to necessarily visit, but I guess that's what makes a good horror movie. At least, the worst thing about being in space is normally just, anti-gravity, nobody can hear you. Because could you imagine if we had to constantly fight xenomorphs the entire time? So, here is an interesting movie for me, because I've played almost nothing in Borderlands besides like a few minutes of the first game. I think it might have actually been the third game. I think it was the third game. So unlike other video game to movie adaptations, when I go see this movie, I'll have pretty much no understanding of the world other than the 5 minutes that I've seen. So I'll be coming into it completely blind and won't really know much of what to expect. However, I will say that I am very interested in what this movie will be like, and the trailer makes it look very, 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 very interesting. Either way, I think they got some great actors in the roles, and I hope that means that it doesn't really matter what happens in terms of the story. And while I'm hoping it's great as a film, I hope in the least it gives some memorable moments for the people who've been waiting for such a ridiculously long time for a movie like this to come out for Borderlands. While we have you here, what videos are you guys interested in? We want to see what kind of videos you guys are kind of looking for us to make. We have some series plans and some other short films coming your way, but we wanted to see what you were interested in. Any specific topics you'd like for us to cover, more Hollywood history, historical films, or like that kind of thing. Whatever it is, make sure you leave it a comment down below. Well, that's it. If you want to keep up to date with all things film, you can follow us on Threads and Instagram. It's at Media Bite Company. Twitter is at Media Bite Co. TikTok is also at Media Bite Co. Check out our podcast. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all in the next one. Peace.